And now we've reached a moment where everything changes. A major decision has been made, one that could shape the next few weeks in a huge way. If you've been following this season closely, trust me, you're going to want to hear how this all unfolded. And real quick, if you're a true NASCAR fan who lives for this kind of drama, hit that like button and subscribe. This channel is just getting started, and you're right on time to be part of something big. Now, here's where things start to get serious. Because this situation didn't just come out of nowhere. It actually goes back to COTA, the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix. At first, it didn't look like anything major. Just another race, nothing unusual. But then suddenly, everything changed. Alex Bowman started feeling something no driver ever wants to experience: behind the wheel vertigo. And if you know NASCAR, you already understand how dangerous that is. We're talking about drivers pushing nearly 200 miles per hour, relying on perfect balance, focus, and split-second reactions. Vertigo destroys all of that. At that point, it's not about racing anymore. It's about getting out safely. And that's exactly what happened. Bowman had to step out of the No. 48 car mid-race, something drivers almost never do unless it's serious. Now fast forward to Phoenix, and people were hoping it was just a one-race issue. Maybe he'd bounce back. But then the update dropped: he wasn't medically cleared. That's when things started to spiral. Hendrick Motorsports had to react fast, bringing in Anthony Alfredo as a temporary replacement. And look, no disrespect, stepping into a cup car on short notice is one of the toughest challenges in this sport. But the results said it all. No rhythm, no pace. A P33 finish. The No. 48 team looked completely out of sync. And the bigger problem? There was still no clear timeline for Bowman's return. That's when uncertainty turned into real concern. But then, things went from concern to full-blown chaos. Because Hendrick Motorsports accidentally revealed their plan before they were supposed to. A simple press release went live, nothing flashy. But buried inside it, one line changed everything. Justin Allgaier would drive the No. 48. Within minutes, the page was deleted. But it was already too late. Screenshots were everywhere. Social media exploded. At that point, it wasn't a rumor anymore, it was basically confirmation waiting to happen. And sure enough, it became official. Justin Allgaier is stepping in for Las Vegas. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just some random fill-in driver. Allgaier brings real experience, with over 80 Cup Series starts, and strong ties to Hendrick through JR Motorsports. This is someone they trust. Someone who knows the pressure. And he's not coming in cold either, he's bringing momentum, including a recent Xfinity Series win. So this move isn't just about filling a seat, it's about stabilizing a situation that's starting to feel shaky. Because replacing a driver at Hendrick Motorsports? That's not simple. This is one of the top teams in NASCAR. Expectations are sky-high every single weekend. Allgaier's job is clear: keep the car clean, stay consistent, and avoid turning a tough situation into a complete disaster. And at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, that matters more than ever. Long green flag runs, tire wear, strategy. This track demands discipline. That's exactly what he brings. But the biggest concern is still Alex Bowman. The vertigo symptoms haven't fully gone away. And Hendrick is making one thing very clear: they're not rushing him back. And honestly, that's the right call. Because this isn't just about performance anymore, this is about safety at nearly 200 miles per hour. You simply can't take risks with something like this. And then there's William Byron. This is a team built to win, no excuses, no off weeks. But right now, the No. 48 car has turned into a question mark. Less consistency, less preparation, and way more pressure on everyone else in the organization. And in a season where every single point matters, especially with the playoffs always in sight, this kind of instability can quickly become a serious problem. So now the big question is, how long is Alex Bowman going to be out? Because vertigo isn't something you just fight through. Until he's fully cleared, that seat stays open, and this situation keeps getting bigger. What started as a mid-race issue has now turned into a multi-week absence, a surprise replacement, a leaked announcement, and one of the biggest storylines in NASCAR right now. All eyes are now on Las Vegas. Can Justin Allgaier step in and steady the No. 48 team? Can they finally put together a clean, competitive race? And the biggest question of all, when is Bowman actually coming back? That's what makes this so compelling, because right now, there's no clear answer. And honestly, This feels like one of those situations where Hendrick Motorsports has to play the long game, no matter how frustrating it gets. Of course, you want your driver back. You want that 48 car fighting at the front again. But when you're dealing with something like vertigo at nearly 200 miles per hour, you simply cannot rush it. One wrong moment can change everything. That's why, in my opinion, bringing in Allgaier was the right move. They're not asking him to go out there and win immediately. They're asking him to stabilize the team, keep the car clean, and most importantly, stop them from falling too far behind. And honestly, I think he can do exactly that. But here's where it gets interesting. How long does this situation last? Because if this stretches beyond just a couple of races, this isn't a short-term fix anymore. This becomes a real hit to Bowman's season, and possibly his playoff chances. And that's the tough part as a fan. Because you know the talent is there. You know this team can run up front. But right now, everything is on hold until he's 100% ready. So yeah, this story is far from over. And the next few weeks? They're going to tell us everything about where this season is really heading for that 48 team. Now, I want to hear from you. How long do you think Bowman will be out? And what are you expecting from Allgaier this weekend? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you're new here, this is NASCAR Race Central, your home for real NASCAR talk. No fluff, just pure racing insight. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join us as we chase 10,000 subscribers. If you're a true NASCAR fan, you already know this is where the real ones are.